Hello, internet friends, and welcome to Quest and Cthulhu. Even though there was a countdown, somehow we still are surprised. Thank you so much for spending part of your geekend with us. We really appreciate it. Just a few quick announcements, even quicker than usual because there's not many of them. We are already, it is the first week of May. I don't really know what day it is. It is the first week of May. Our tavern upkeep is 55% right now. That is huge. We are more than halfway to our tavern upkeep already, thanks to our patrons, Twitch subscriptions, our YouTube viewers, that sort of thing, which is fantastic. And we made our tavern upkeep last month, which is awesome. And because of that, I think on the Chaos Agents, we gave away a Delta Green book, right?
We did.
Yeah.
The Investigator Handbook went out to Dead Boy 42 and Live Mom.
Yeah.
So there's your confirmation, Dead Boy, since we didn't answer you in the Discord. Yes, that was from us.
and we have air conditioning.
We have
Do we need
what?
to turn it up?
I don't know where that came from. What the...
It's just
You okay?
all the lights are on.
That's the
and
Tavern Upkeep.
Oh, I see. Oh, yes, I see.
Oh.
Yes, you help us out greatly, which is huge. We also have the Deck of Inspiration backer kits, which we really need those done ASAP. The stragglers are slowing it down for everybody. So the faster that you can get those filled out. We're at 84% filled out.
87 actually. as of
87.
now.
We've got an update.
Yeah. Woo.
We want you to get these decks. We want to give them to you. Help us help you.
There you go. Speaking of us helping, anyway, I don't know why I would segue and steal your thunder.
What is the segue?
We're gonna give away these ugly brown dice tonight on the show.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Speaking of, it's a little bit of a clearance. Actually, tell the story about why you have the. I enjoyed this.
There we go.
He's leaving.
I'll let you tell me.
So, we have, as part of, you probably noticed in our board game set, we have a big old jar full of dice of many colors. And they're very nicely arranged in the spectrum. Brown is not on the spectrum, so the brown dice didn't make the cut. So we're passing on the savings to you, the home viewer. So tonight, we will be giving those away. #chaos at the break. Don't enter it yet. It's probably not set up.
Don't.
Oh no. In case break glass.
In case of emergency, break glass.
There it is.
And in case of, wanting to death by Amy.
It's like one of those sand sculptures in a jar.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
I had one of those, and the jar, it was on a shelf, and the jar broke, but it broke in such a way that as long as it didn't move, it was fine. But as soon as I went, oh, it looks like there's a crack there, and I went to it, the jar just sort of went, and the sand.
Oh.
Oh wow.
Oh, that's the
It
worst.
was like in the movie where somebody gets cut.
Yeah, that's right, and they wait, dramatic time. We have. Speaking of our fantastic patrons, as I was earlier, we already have patron bits from our awesome patrons. We've got squeal bits from Squeal. I enjoy how, how I love the spelling that goes on in this place. So we have Squeal the Bard, Squeal spelled Squeal, giving us 2 squeal bits spelled Squeel. Maybe they're different things. I don't know, but it is spelled differently. So we have 2 squeal bits. Thank you so much, Squeal. We also, I am not, look.
Do it.
I am not going to indulge this silliness any longer. We have 2,
Yeah, come up with something better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I dare you.
They're generous.
there we go. That's not bad.
Winspiration, because her last name begins with a W.
I love it. These are Winspiration. So we have Winspiration from Win. So we have 2. Oh, geez.
Oh no! Careful with those.
I'm so glad you missed the minis. I've already had to glue Iz's
Now
arm
hit the
back on
minis.
4 times.
I almost recast the Chaos Agents. We also have 4 slivey bits
Dang.
for all of y'all. That's basically 1 each. So go to town. And 2 to me, to the Ezra Needs Bits Fund.
All right.
Thank you, Slithy. So thank you to all of our patrons. Several of our patrons give cards to our other games. It is a great way to help support the players and help them survive all of this messiness. We, just because we're giving away those brown dice, another reason we're giving them away is that they are not Birds of Paradise, the official dice of the Great Dane Society. We roll them, you should too. If you go to their website, birdsofparadise.gov, and you enter chaotic at the checkout, feathers will come all over your screen. No, and you'll get a discount. It'll be you should get on that, Andrea. You could
That would be cool.
if you enter the code and all of a sudden,
that would be cool.
it would be like GeoCities is coming back. I think full screen graphic, taking over your website, coming back.
HTML5 and CSS, you can do a lot of stuff now.
There you go. Those are words that I have heard.
Yeah.
We have a Hero Forge affiliate link. Our friends at Hero Forge, you can make a mini. Look at this. We've got several of them right here. They get made straight.
Yeah. Whenever I get it painted up, I did Alexandria's mini, so I'll get it
That's
painted
cool.
up and
Nice.
show it to you.
Nice. You can go to bit.ly/QNC Hero Forge. You'll get a cool mini. We'll get a few bucks. Everybody wins. It's a beautiful thing. We already have bits from you magnificent bastards. Tamago Tora with 500 bits to whoever has the lowest sanity. So who has the lowest sanity?
It's not me for once.
53?
Oh, I'm not touching that.
53 is the lowest, huh?
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Whoa.
Oh, good catch.
That was a great
Sweet.
catch.
Pretty awesome.
For a sanity.
That was a curve.
Yeah, that almost like came into my dice box.
Just a bit outside.
Dead Boy 42, our old pal, who we're so glad again is feeling better, slowly but surely on the mend. 500 for the players. Wow, that was like right down the middle. You caught that one last time.
You curved it better last time.
Oh, you're sitting on it. There we go.
And 500 more
because
Ezra doesn't need bits. He has burbs. I am not behind this stupid burbs thing. They're birds. What? You don't need.
Get off my lawn, too, while you're at it. Take your burbs and get off my
Old man
lawn.
shakes fist at clouds.
It's not even a word, burbs. And we have 500 bits to the Bring Back the Duchess Foundation.
Pretty good foundation.
Yep.
I like
That is, you need a good foundation if the Duchess is going to be. That is.
We also have late arriving bits.
Oh, my.
I mean, as in I didn't have time to type them in. Duke Fleet with 500 bits to Tiger, wherever he may be.
No, we just left
I think
them.
that
What did
goes-
we do with them?
We'll get to that.
haven't found
We'll
out
get to
yet.
that. Yeah. No.
We used him to investigate what happened.
What? No. I'm sure it was natural
It's
causes.
like one of those video games where, like, the AI sees the dead body and goes, "I should investigate for 30 seconds." Oh well, I'll go back to walking along my normal
These
path.
things happen.
these things happen.
Yeah, sure. Bones just show up, picked clean and tied together with wire all the time. This just happens.
I'm just glad they put the eyes back. That's respectful.
We have very different definitions of respect.
Thank you all so much for those bits. They make a huge difference in everything we
How
do.
reckless we are.
We have a full week, probably, of entertainment for you here at Quests and Chaos. Monday, it's Nat 1. And then Tuesday, the Chaos Agents are back. And then Wednesday, more redacted things.
It's the announcement of the hiatus that'll be going out on Wednesday. So we're on hiatus until June 8th.
We just spoiled that announcement. Jeez.
Well, there's a couple things in the announcement that I'm not saying here, so have a listen. Yeah, there's
Rooster's dead. You know what? Just move on.
I mean, dude, we were trying to break it easily.
Sorry.
You know, here's the thing. What people don't understand is this is actually what happened with Amy. We had contract negotiations, and Amy came in with a 7-figure ask. And look, tavern upkeep is great, but we can't. And Ben came in. Ben has an agent now, and Ben came in with and he said whatever Amy gets, I get.
But then Titan Media backed out. And
Yeah, that was the problem. Titan Media was going to underwrite all this
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
So
it wasn't them, it was us.
Yeah. It's never them. It's always us. So unfortunately, because Thomas is a fiscal conservative, we can't be giving out those kind of contracts. So we had to let some players go. It's a shame you had to find out this way, Ben. But we're thinking of you. Our thoughts and prayers go with you in your future endeavors. We at Pixel Rose. This is like late breaking news. Oh wow!
Ezra's reading it as it's being typed.
That was exciting. It went from bytes to bits. Pixel Rose, 500 bits for the players, aka the Ezra does not need more bits fund.
Truth.
Ooh,
Almost.
That one took a bounce. That's awesome. Well, and then Saturday we are back here. I also want to give a quick self-indulgent plug. I had a new episode of my podcast drop where I talked with the GM of the Grim Podcast of Perilous Adventure, Dan Cole. They are running Warhammer, and it was really fun to talk with him about Warhammer and running that sort of thing. And then I have now a couple more coming up with Anna Holden, who is the person behind D&D Disability, which is really fascinating. There's some super cool ideas she has around mechanics for integrating disability into 5e.
Interesting.
Including, I think, she came up with something. She has this idea of stress points, where if you're doing something stressful, you get a stress point. And if you have certain disabilities, stress points will affect you differently. But the cool thing is, some of the disabilities are double-edged swords. They have advantages. So, for instance, if you have ADHD, you get bonuses if you're doing more than one thing at a time. But you get disadvantages if you're trying to focus on one thing, and stuff like that. Very, very cool. And it was interesting, too, because so much of the art of the discussion around representation of in every manner in gaming is taking mechanics out of it. Like racial modifiers are an idea who I'm so glad is going away. And she went the opposite direction, and she started with the mechanics for the representation of disability, and I think effectively and rightfully so. So that's a really interesting conversation coming up.
Yeah.
And then we're back here Saturday because we are contractually obligated.
We've got nowhere better to be.
We've got nowhere else to. And speaking of nowhere better to be, let's see what goes wrong this time. Welcome back, internet friends. Hello, YouTube viewers. Welcome to Quests in Cthulhu. We are playing Children of Fear, a great module by Lynn Hardy and friends. I always enjoy that it's by Lynn Hardy and friends. I want to write a module called by Ezra Denny and Enemies. So last
I could help you with that.
Last time.
Wow.
If you're going to have a nemesis. So last time you traveled through the Taklamakan Desert. You were making your way through, and we did a couple of vignettes through the desert. You ran into a sandstorm. Some of you saw a Soviet warship floating in the sky. Some of you, you had a lovely stay in a town that was cursed with painted paintings that came to life and were doing awful things, and an archaeologist who was trying to preserve the paintings. You ended up, I believe, after some fairly severe injuries, you decided to just leave and make your way out of there and let the poor woman deal with what she had, which, probably the best that could have been handled, honestly.
We gave her so many opportunities.
We offered to have her come along with us, but she was set on getting the bodies back to their families, which is a fool's errand in that time period from that far away.
Make a bonfire, get them into urns, way easier to transport.
There you go.
That's charnel grounds. That's it's a whole thing.
I don't think that's...
I mean, you just need a lot more time. And lastly, you during as you were camped, as you were almost to your destination of what's the name of the place?
We got map
there
names
you go.
on
Yeah,
them.
it's down there. It's the first one on the southern route. Under Taklamakan.
I can't... that word does not... I don't know how to read
It's above this. It's above.
Abdul. Abdul. ABDAL.
We have the past map or the current map?
Khotan?
Khotan. So you were about a day out of Khotan. Khotan is where your caravan will leave you, and you will head up into the mountains. You'll go through the Karakoram Pass, through the Himalayas, as the British would say, and that will lead you to the city of Leh. And from Leh, you'll head down into India, probably to Srinagar, where then you can you'll be able to start using the rail system of the British Raj.
Assuming we survive that long.
Assuming that you survive the Himalayas.
So you're saying there's going to be trains? Fuck.
At some
We're all
point.
dead. We're dead.
At least there are no boats.
You know what?
I do not put it past you to find a way to do like a sand barge or something.
There's mayhem on boats, but there's outright death on trains. That's been my experience with you. So.
Silvano eating a deep one would like to have a word.
No, that was mayhem.
That was death.
Not for Silvano.
So only Silvano's life matters in that case?
Yeah, in that moment, yes. It was
Wait, which one of you invited the vampire in?
Yeah.
On the train? I can't remember. Somebody
Oh, we let it in on the train?
Yeah.
Don't remember.
God,
Oh no, that was actually. This is old. This is when.
Oh.
This is the.
I remember the other thing with the train, and that's the death. And that's
Right.
actually... Anyhow, I'm not going to say
Well,
it.
you're the one. He blew up the whole train.
Yeah.
So
Grenades are not that explosive.
They already
But when
put
you
him on the
have
right thing.
enough, and there's a whole case full of them...
Yeah, when
think it was the dynamite
Yeah, it was
thing,
the, I think the grenade triggered the dynamite
Yeah.
in the
Yeah,
in the train.
it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, fireballs aren't that explosive unless you drop them on a cache of gunpowder.
This is why gunpowder shouldn't be in D&D. It's just too dangerous.
You brought the spacefaring hippos in. That was your fault.
They brought them in themselves.
Well, now Spelljammer's back, so
Yeah.
you can.
Hungry.
All
do
gift
it.
campaign, that's what I'm saying.
You can do it
I
efficiently.
have plans for using Spelljammer stuff. Plans and fancy pants to match.
So about a day out of the city that you named that I've now forgotten, Khotan.
Khotan.
You camped and you had you had a couple conversations, and that morning, well, so let's start with you.
Why me? Why? Why? No.
Why else?
Make me a con roll.
Heck.
All right, apparently you failed the con roll.
Oh, I did. My con is my worst stat. Oh man, almost a fumble, but no, definitely did not make it.
So you sleep through the night like a baby, like a
murder baby.
like a little murder baby.
Murder baby.
Okay.
That's for you, YouTube. We'll just monetize this.
Sorry, that's all I'm thinking now.
Are we still the only show that YouTube is demonetized?
Oh, no.
Oh, all right, darn it.
No.
Yeah, now the Chaos Agents are just routinely demonetized. Stop clicking the "This is for children" button, damn it.
Oh, we also have annoying people that that copyright things that we use.
That's more
really
like
good.
demonetized.
Yeah.
There we go.
So we have to fight back every time, and it's annoying.
Call David Horowitz.
There you go.
I wonder if he's even still alive. Wonder if anybody even knows who David Horowitz is anymore. So you sleep through the night.
Okay, I like this roll.
I would say you would probably be the person who, when Tiger is not waking up, would go and be like, "Hey, Tiger."
Hey, Tiger, I need some things carried.
There is silence from the tent.
Tiger, there is money.
Now you're worried.
Yeah. I'll go.
All right.
Well, Tiger would have been staying with us, so that fact.
Well, so you had, there were separate
2 tents.
There were separate tents for, in your, you have small individual tents.
Gotcha. Okay. I'll go in and look.
All right. So yeah, there is a meticulously horrifying scene in front of you as Tiger's bones have been laid out it's almost as if Tiger was devoured in space, like in that spot, and the bones were picked clean but were not moved.
But this is not Tiger.
You can make a medicine roll.
Small human skeleton.
Yeah. I could try.
All right, yeah. You know what? This is not Tiger, probably.
Yeah.
This can't be Tiger. There's some other child's bones.
So Tiger has child bones in here, but are they wound together? The bones like
So there is a
wired?
little wire between them, yeah.
This is
And 2 eyeballs.
the eyeballs. I would like to
Okay, make a medicine roll.
exact. Oh no, that's fail too. No.
All right.
Do you want to re-roll that?
No, that can just be denial.
Yeah, no,
you
he's
go.
sure. So
There is a Tiger.
they
Tiger
got the
killed a
color
small
right.
child.
you all hear Pops say, "Tiger killed a small child?" What?
What?
What is the dice roll for denial? Just off topic.
What
That's
is
your
the
Sandler,
dice
right?
roll?
Yeah.
Dial, stars and
Sanity or
stones.
education?
So yeah, you all come and you see this awful thing before you, and so everybody make me sand rolls. I don't know. You're coming, right? Yeah. So you're.
yeah.
Oh, I
It's
see a 90.
It's a 94.
Hold on.
Oh, man.
Where's my cursed dice? Where'd one of them go? It's gone forever.
Right behind.
Oh, thank God.
No, that would be a curse on the rest of us if you lost. your
Yeah.
dice.
Okay, this is a 9. So if I roll a 90, 59.
Oh, he sounds sad.
I made it.
Darn it.
I did.
All right. So yeah, you know what? You're convinced. Speaking of denial,
Okay.
you lose 1 sanity, and this is not Tiger. There's no way. This couldn't be Tiger. There's just no way.
No. But Tiger is a murderer.
Well, here's the horrible question, which, do I notice the wire? Oh, do I go close enough to look?
Yeah.
That's really
make a spot hidden roll when you examined.
What is up with these dice?
Man.
Rolling 70 something.
Man.
It's like,
Well,
oh,
you're rolling poop dice. So
They're Amber Heard dice.
Would you? No. Would you like to borrow some other dice?
No, I am using these.
you want to trade?
No.
He hasn't got any
Yeah,
fumbles,
got a
Nick.
fumble. That's true. That's true.
I did in my test rolling. I also got an +1, so.
So yeah, you haven't
wasted
noticed
that.
You haven't noticed the wire yet.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah,
It's
I'm
just-
gonna
yeah.
go out and look for Tiger. I mean, that
All right.
storm was pretty crazy. I'm gonna go and look around, find Tiger's pony.
The pony is there.
Oh, there's not a pony skeleton?
Oh,
You think
They're
the
not
tiger
monsters.
killed another child?
Yes, they are.
Where would he have gotten another child? He was the only child for days.
I'm gone.
Yeah, he's going.
Yeah.
talking about
Does Eugene look
make any
closely is
sense.
the real question, because I, like, deep down...
That expression.
I just rolled a 96, so everybody make me luck rolls.
That's where I'm like
Oh, okay.
16. That's a
The
22.
call, the call that
Nice.
will always get a glare look from me.
All
I
right.
mean, it's not bad, but I
So
didn't make it.
I mean, you made a hard success, so that's 4 successes. So yeah, nobody from the caravan is around when you're talking loudly about murdering children.
Well, we're doing it in English, right? So it's cool.
Well, then he doesn't know what the hell you're saying.
I'm
There's
getting
no
closer.
language that we speak that.
I'm pretty sure by now we know the word
Yeah.
murder in Russian.
It's 50, right? 50 is the.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so close. I just need to make one more English roll. After a while, after I can't find Tiger, I look and all his stuff is in.
Yeah, the
where it
tent
would
is.
be.
Yeah.
I'm
Nothing
gonna
has been taken.
I'm gonna come back and.
Yeah, you guys check the tent. Nothing has been taken.
I'll take a close look
Okay.
because here's the rationale. If I can find something that says it wasn't the horrible children, then I don't have to talk to them.
Well, there you go. So
And
make
it's-
me a spot hidden roll.
Oh, I'm so bad at that. I made it.
I know. I was surprised. So you definitely see little wire. It's hard to see.
Well, here's
but
the
there is
real
small
question.
wire connecting.
Do I recognize that wire?
Wire
did you
of
get a
your
hard
wire,
success?
soul of your soul.
No. But that was never gonna happen.
You're pretty sure that this. I mean, there's not a lot of other wire.
Yeah, no, that's what I was.
Yeah.
So, okay.
I cannot find Tiger anywhere. Do you two everyone was in the cave. Was there? Did you notice a scene of Tiger dying?
I mean, no, but there were also scenes in there that could have happened but didn't. Like us actually fighting the vampire back at that house. So I don't think that it covered everything, not by a long shot.
And as you say that, you hear a voice behind you say, "The future is not guaranteed." And Tenzin is sitting on a crate eating a peach.
Denson, please come in. Or is he in the tent already?
No, he's sitting outside.
We probably don't have much room inside this.
Yeah,
tent.
yeah, you're kind of all peeking in.
Okay.
Because you don't want to get too. The good news is not a lot of smell. Not a lot of dead person smell coming out of this.
Except for the eyes.
Wait,
Well, yes.
you don't think that's Tiger, do you?
I kind of do, yeah.
The eyes.
Why?
More, why, but also how? It's a bit clean. I've seen skeletons like this after years and years, but
You've seen a number of skeletons like this in the desert.
yeah.
Yeah.
They've been around. Although usually the bones have been so aged that they weren't. This is like bright white.
I have heard stories of beetles, cursed, evil beetles devouring a human. I'm gonna look around for any beetle
beetles?
tracks.
Make me a spot hidden roll.
No, just 78.
Well, it is stuck on those 70s.
Tenzin
really
seems
is.
to know
Are you sure
all
that's not
this
weighted?
stuff. Should we talk to them? Tenzin knows these kinds of things.
Well, if you would like to have a look, Tenzin, it's odd how grotesque and yet not it is.
Do you have any idea what
That for a
might have caused this? I mean, I had a scary dream last night of a Soviet ship in the sky, and then this morning I saw the Soviet ship in the sandstorm. That was last night. That was the night before.
Yeah, time is very weird in the desert. Don't worry, it
Did
all
we have
sort
this
of
conversation already?
it all sort of flows together.
Did you see? Somebody saw. No, the guy under his own camel or horse.
Yeah, one of the caravan workers saw.
Didn't see anything in this.
Tenzin looks in and says, "Well, may his next journey be a better one."
You don't have any idea what could have done something like this?
No. He's, on the contrary, it's hard to narrow it down. So for example, there is, as your friend pointed out, a collection of scarab beetles. Not usually in the Taklamakan desert, that can reduce a human can reduce a corpse like this in minutes.
Would those have left the eyes behind, though?
Oh yeah, they hate us. Sorry, I didn't say that.
Yeah, the eyes, but
There is a fish that comes from the stars that swallows a human whole and then excretes them completely stripped like this, although not usually so well laid out.
A fish from the stars. Right.
There are at least 7 other ways this could have happened. Ritual suicide.
That would be a very interesting way to commit suicide.
how would they leave the eyes, though? That's the thing. Wait,
So the spell works in such a way that you must, of course, believe quite strongly in reincarnation.
Tiger doesn't really believe in much of any. Didn't really believe in much of anything, and certainly not in spells or that sort of thing. He stayed well away from that sort of thing.
Well, then we might rule that one out.
A little bit.
I think this means that we are unsafe. That this journey that we are on, there are others who are working against us who might have spells.
The King of Fear.
Yes.
This could be an attack from the King of Fear. He knows that we're getting close, and unfortunately, your little friend was the most vulnerable.
And the most important one of us.
They knew right where to hit you.
Perhaps, I don't know.
We were so stupid. We shouldn't have brought him along. He was a smart child, but he was a child.
He made his choice.
He isn't old enough to make that kind. He wasn't old enough to make that kind of. Never mind.
I think we need to bury Tiger's body.
I keep looking at the eyes, though.
Did he have any family back at the university? Anywhere in the?
He had no one. I pretended that he worked at the university so I could talk to him, provide him with funds.
Tenzin says a few words, and in a language you don't understand, clearly some sort of prayer, and he walks around the tent counterclockwise 3 times, and then he bows his head and he looks at you all and he says, May he be a step closer to enlightenment. And then he'll just walk off.
Thank you.
I don't think that we should tell the rest of the caravan about this.
No.
They're already on edge.
Should bury him as deep
Oh,
into
oh!
the sand
Make those
as we
luck
can.
rolls again.
Shit.
Last time I didn't roll well. This time I rolled well.
17.
Ooh!
No, I barely.
So that's a hard success, right?
No.
Okay.
Oh, I got a. What's a
30.
21 with an 87 luck? Is that a?
That
That's
is
hard, but not
hard.
critical.
Yeah. So that's 2 successes, 3 successes.
Do you want to re-roll?
No, that's critical. If my electric
at
repair is
40, I got-
60, my luck is 87, and 12 is a critical.
Wait, what did you roll?
I thought you rolled a 20 something.
No, I rolled. Oh yeah, 21. Never mind.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I mean, you have a better shot at making
Yeah.
it than I do.
Yep. All right. Let's try.
We have 3
Okay, I made it.
3 successes regular.
Half.
So a hard success.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So
Not quite half, because you're.
Oh, right, because it's, right, you're right.
all right. So
Sorry,
4
it was regular.
successes. All right. So people are starting to come by.
looking at the-
Tiger's tent was sort of by where the horses were, and they are starting to unlimber the horses.
I'm gonna
Wrap up his tent with him in it.
cut a hole in the bottom of the tent
Yes.
and
Okay.
bury.
Yeah, you have noticed that people don't bury. They just leave them.
Yeah.
Most of the bodies get left.
I'm gonna bury
Okay.
Tiger,
All right.
and then pack it up, and then pack the tent up and put it on his pony.
This ground was blessed.
Yes, and then I'm gonna say a Catholic prayer,
Okay.
whatever that may be.
Yeah,
All right.
I'll help you dig the hole because we want to dig it deep and fast.
I just keep focusing on the eyes. I keep saying, but the eyes.
Yeah, the eyes were a weird part to bury. You're like, as quickly as you can, you just sort of let them get buried in the dirt.
Gently put like a little hood or a sack over the eyes just to.
Wasn't there something with eyes in the cavern?
Well, I mean, yes, it was. They were scratching the eyes out in order to keep things contained, I suppose. But that was on paintings.
But then putting eyes back.
Yes, but we're quite a ways from there now.
Yes, I know. I just.
So you left, and you go back to your tent, and like your eyes just keep looking at the sack.
Oh yeah, it's. I don't know if he has it in him to do it now.
But they're not initiating any
Well,
conversation.
good. Yeah, this is a problem he'll ignore for just a little bit longer.
All right.
But he's.
So things are getting packed up, and the caravan master says, we'll make it to Khotan today, and then you'll need a much smaller but differently equipped caravan to get to across the mountains.
Will you be able to help us find someone who would be willing and able to do something like that?
Of course, yeah. You guys paid him well, so he's happy to help. So yeah, you spend the day and you push on a little extra. It is almost is it December yet? I think it is still late November. So it is, it's getting dark fairly early, but you push on until the sun is down and the light is, it's twilight, and you make it to Khotan and into the city before dark falls. And you get a hotel, and the guy's like, tomorrow we'll look for a place.
That sounds lovely. Thank you.
Of course. And they essentially, they find a green belt and they just set up everything. They're saving all the money they can.
Sure.
But they're roasting a goat over a spit. They're all very happy. This has been a great, for them it's been a very successful journey. So they're super happy. Yeah, you guys rest up the night.
Yeah, I'm looking for a bottle of wine or similar to assist with this. I can't stop seeing the skeleton with the eyes in it. So I'm like, I need some help getting to sleep tonight.
Yeah. There's.
And
We
given
need
that,
to toast.
given that we're in like a location now, would the hotel have like someplace private, like a washroom or something, where there's just walls?
Yeah, you can be in a little. Yeah, you're in essentially the maid's cabinet. It's a room full of cleaning supplies and linens and that sort of thing.
He will wait till everyone's asleep though.
Okay. Yeah, sure. It's quite late.
Unless there's stuff. Do you want to do a toast to Tiger and I interrupt?
Probably not. I mean, I think Dimitri's just gonna go.
Really, you need
by
a thing of cocktail weenies.
Tiger probably had some on him, so we'll crack that last can.
Yeah, Gwendolyn is very subdued and quiet and just keeping to herself.
Pour a couple of weenies out.
Leave them tucked in the corner.
I was gonna find them and they're all rancid.
I'm sure the mice would get to them first.
So yeah, it's after midnight.
Yeah. He double knotted that sack after that. But yeah, if he finds a quiet place, he'll have a lamp. He'll have his lamp and he'll crack it open.
Okay. 4 little heads turn and look up at you.
No! You don't like. What did you do?
We protected you, Father.
Why? I don't understand.
We told you that the child was supposed to die.
But why?
Why was the child supposed to die?
Yes.
Because that is how fate works. The child should have been pulled into the wall in the church. The child was a sacrifice.
I don't understand why it was needed, why it had to. I just don't understand.
Father,
You can't do this.
we only do these things to protect you.
What danger was I in?
If the child were still alive, they would find you.
Ooh.
And more importantly, the King of Fear. And more importantly, if the child were still alive, the King of Fear would use your dreams to find Mother.
Mother. Who?
Sarah.
He close the bag really quick. Opens it up. Okay. You. Where is she?
She is in your dreams. But she can return.
Do you know how? Do you know? I've been looking.
We can learn.
Is the book that I've been looking in the same sack as them? Just out of
Do
curiosity.
you want it to be in the same?
I mean, it's a tough. The thing is a part of me would have assumed
This is
is
where all
my-
the weird stuff
this is my creepy bag.
Yes, the
All the
creepy
creepy
bag.
stuff goes in here, and now it's kind of like that. Maybe that wasn't the best idea, but that probably. Yeah, I'm guessing it would that's where he would put it.
The llama could do it,
Tenzin.
but he won't. Because he's lying to you.
We can learn how.
Yes. He will take us, the llama will take us to a library, to a great library. There will be secrets there. Great secrets. Secrets that will give us the power over life and death.
Okay.
They'll actually, let me give you they will say a name. They will say the name of, what is the name of the library? It is, doggone it. A real GM would have known this.
Placeholder library.
Father Blank.
Bookmark
Bookmark.
library.
There you go.
The great Dirge. Derge.
It's a lot to process.
We will keep you safe, Father.
there's any way, if there's any other way, you need to tell me. Please promise me.
We don't want to make you sad, Father.
Promise me that if there's another way, we'll do that.
We don't know what the library will tell us.
Just please don't hurt any more of my friends.
We will not.
Do your best. I believe in you, kids.
Yes, Father.
Thank you.
We're sorry that difficult choices have to be made. But trust that everything we do is to bring you and Mother back together. Forever.
Okay.
And they kind of very quickly do.
That's great. Okay, yeah, he'll.
Are you going to keep the book in there, or?
I don't think he's even thinking about that right now. Like he doesn't. Yes, but
Okay.
not because no thought. He's
Right.
overwhelmed with the possibilities.
And like I don't even know if he's gonna be able to get to sleep. So.
All right. So you come out of the closet, and there is in the hallway, there's a small bookshelf. And Tenzin is sitting cross-legged in front of the bookshelf, just sort of running his hands very slowly across the books. And he just looks at you, and he looks up at you, and he smiles. And then he goes back and like moves his hand to the next book.
I will walk by that line, motherfucker.
All right, yeah, you go to bed.
Can I ask a question?
Uh-huh.
I've been having a hard time visualizing how the children speak. Do they speak like one at a time, or do they all speak in like this weird little chorus of them all talk? Like, all these
so only
voices
one-
on
have
top of each other.
word, right?
Oh, yeah.
No, only one of them speaks.
Okay.
Ah.
There is, you've sort of anthropomorphized it to be the oldest. But they are, there only one of them speaks. Only one of them has a mouth.
Oh no. I screwed up. I screwed up real bad.
Sorry, my sound designer brain was trying
Yeah.
to figure
Yeah,
that out
yeah,
and just
yeah.
not quite being able to catch it.
Can I give them mouths at some point?
You can do whatever the heck you want to them.
All right.
They're
'Cause
dolls. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, because I wasn't expecting them to be alive so early. So maybe I just hadn't gotten around to it. What?
Yes.
I didn't do the thing to bring them to life.
No, it's true. The fact that they are alive gives me great concern. Me, the player, obviously, because
Yes.
character knows
Yeah,
nothing.
no, nothing.
But I trust their intentions. I think it'll be okay.
I would just like to mark this for future viewers.
Good kids.
I think that this is when Eugene starts down the path of being the BBEG to try and get Sarah back, whatever that means.
See, that was Jared, and that just didn't ever happen. He ended up being all right. Very disappointed with that.
Well, now
I mean, he's in a jar.
No, not Silvano.
Oh, Silvano, yeah,
That was
Silvano,
a
yeah.
great way to. I love how he not just in a jar, like a sociopathic brain in a jar. That really worked out nicely.
I mean, Savannah was always kind of a sociopath, so it made
Yeah,
sense.
That made sense.
It was really Emma's fault.
What it usually is.
Yeah, can't argue that. I mean, not entirely, just mostly.
I mean, Emma and the Internal Revenue Service.
Yeah, I mean that just wears down at one's humanity. It's.
So the next morning, your caravan master's waiting for you, and he's like, so I have found a very good Sherpa who can put together a crew to take you as far as Le.
Oh, wonderful.
And once you are at Le, then it's a fairly easy trip down to Srinagar. And then you're in India, and you can travel like you people normally do.
Thank you very much for the assistance. That was so much faster than I expected. Thank you.
It
It
feels
is-
like many days.
Well,
There are not a lot of people trying to travel through the Himalayas in December, so you have the trip from here to Le will take about a month, and it will be difficult.
of course.
The good news is, in December, the Karakoram Pass is so freezing that there aren't a lot of bandits.
But on the flip side, it's very cold.
Yes, although because of the high winds, it is snowless.
Oh,
Also very.
just need lots of wool. That's it.
So the only animals that will be able to travel that are yak.
Oh, I've never seen a yak before. This will be wonderful.
You prepare yourself for the smell.
Oh,
Yeah, fair enough.
It's
And it is better, unlike Taklamakan, where a larger caravan was better for many reasons. It is better to have a smaller group because there is no food or water on this route, and so you will need to have all of your food and water with you. And the more people you have, the more food and water you must take.
Certainly, that makes sense.
So this is the place where I sell off all the soy sauce, is what I'm hearing. Okay.
You can probably add the soy sauce in to reduce the cost of your caravan. And he'll say, if you'd like, we can. I've arranged a meeting with the Sherpa for this afternoon.
That would be wonderful. Thank you very much.
All right. So yeah, you meet the guy. His name is Chilgan.
Chilgan?
Chilgan,
Okay.
and he speaks Chinese.
Oh, good.
And he's a little surprised that 4 people like you want to cross the mountains in December. And he'll tell you that Karakoram, the pass that you will go through, is not difficult, but it is challenging. That's for Marvel superheroes fans. No, it is not light. It is not difficult. You won't. There's no climbing. There's no. You will not need rope and that sort of thing. But it is challenging because of the cold, the lack of shelter, and the wind. He suggests basically the 4 of you and him and 3 other people with yak-pulled carts, and essentially at night, the yak will become lean-to. The yak will be laid down against the wind, and then you'll all have little lean-tos over a yak.
Cozy.
Yes.
as long as we don't yak.
Well, I imagine we'll get used to it sooner rather than later. You become nose blind to things after a while.
I buy potpourri.
He will offer you some fermented yak's milk that is in a leather pouch with like a little spigot on the end.
Gracious.
All right?
Try anything once.
Make me a con roll.
See, that's why I'm not trying it.
I'm trying it.
Con. That's a fail.
All right, so you like take a sip and you're just like, like there's an immediate, just like your
Yeah.
body is like, why are you doing this?
No.
You don't yarf or anything because you didn't fumble. But this is one of the most unpleasant things you have ever. It's weirdly warm.
But now I'm immune to yak smell.
I've got to try this.
All right, make me a con
Yeah,
roll.
I'll give it a try.
Supposed to happen, right?
Ooh. Con. Yeah, 32. That's more than.
Yeah, I got a hard success.
All right, you two. You know, it's an acquired taste, but you're pretty sure there's hair in there. But you guys, you're able to down it. And
Did you get all the hair off the top?
Yeah. Floats up to the top.
I was wondering if we could, put some spices in here. That would be nice.
I've had Stranger.
and he'll, he sort of looks approvingly, and he will set all of this up for for 10 silver dollars.
That's it?
Yeah.
We can do this.
I'll steal it off a tiger's dead body.
Yeah.
You got it, yeah?
Ah, the tiger fund.
How much did he have on him? Does it?
He had about 10.
10.
That'll clear it out.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well,
Yeah, the
still
guy.
taking care of us.
So Khotan is definitely a smaller city, and money goes farther here.
Oh,
so,
that makes sense.
So he asks when you want to leave. He'd like to leave as soon as possible because
Yes.
you it's a month, and he'd rather not be in the pass in January if he can help it.
That makes perfect sense. Would you advise somewhere that we can buy appropriate clothing?
Oh, I'll have furs for you.
Oh, wonderful. Then tomorrow? Tomorrow or the next day, when as soon as possible.
Are there any archaeologists uncovering any evil layers or anything around?
Just
No.
stop.
No.
Stop. No.
Okay.
No.
Then tomorrow morning would be perfect.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Well, he's like, he's like, okay, I better hurry.
I mean, assuming that it won't put you out too much to have it arranged by then. If not, we
No,
can certainly
the
wait.
sooner the better, because the weather is not on our side.
Right.
True. All right. Well then, I'll give him the name of the hotel we're staying at. I imagine it's the only hotel in town. But
Yeah. Yeah. So the next morning, 8 yak pull up to your hotel.
cool.
But like joking aside, I am actually going to offload. I don't know how much shipments of soy sauce they get, but this is
You have a
literally-
lot of you have a crate of soy sauce here.
Yeah.
And so make me a credit rating roll.
See, this is where I was relying on Tiger to. Is there anyone here who
Are you
would know
just-
how to?
Are you gonna just go to the hotel and be like, do you want to buy this, or a restaurant? You gonna set up in the bazaar?
Nah, I don't have time for that. This
Some
is.
of each, right?
I'm gonna try and get a fair price, but since we're moving fast, I know I'm not gonna get a great price.
Okay, yeah. So make me a credit rating roll.
God, I could spend luck, but sweet precious luck.
You
But
could.
you have a lot.
You did
We've
haul
got-
it all this way.
We've also got inspiration. You've got a lot of
But is
inspiration.
inspiration as
Inspo?
good as pushing it?
Oh yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
So
No,
so
it never is.
you are currently haggling with a merchant who's just trying to like completely ream you on this deal.
I'm trying to think what I would do though to really.
Just put a gun on the table.
No, I'd bring.
There you go.
Dimitri, come here for a second.
Yeah.
Yes?
First, think how I would.
Add cocktail weenies to the mix. Sweeten
I
the
mean, if
deal
it's
a
just
bit.
an individual, like it would be less that. It would more be getting desperate. Like I'd be knocking on people's doors.
Okay, there we
Like,
go. Yeah.
I become a door-to-door soy sauce salesman. I've also got to move this ammo.
The ammo
sauce and ammo.
is an easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Oh wow.
yeah, okay.
All right.
That is a hard success.
All right. So you
Check
have
off credit rating. There's not a box, but I
Nope.
just assume.
you have a crate of ammo and a crate of soy sauce, and this guy finally goes, okay. I'm cutting my own throat here, but I think we can do this. And he will offer you 50 silver dollars for both crates, which is a very good price.
Yes. All right. Well,
Cut my own throat, Dibbler.
I'll do like the, like really like. All right, you drive a hard bargain.
All right, yeah, he fumbled his psychology roll, so he's just like, I got one over on him.
Well, I mean, I actually don't know how hard it is to get this stuff out here. I'm assuming they don't get a lot, so.
So he looks like the kind of person that might keep the ammo for himself. There might be a coup in town.
So he sounds like the guy who would keep
Nice.
the ammo for himself.
This ammo will get me my money back.
So yeah, you've recently come into some money,
Okay.
and you sell it, and the next morning there are 8 yak outside your hotel room. The yak are pulling. Each yak is pulling a wagon, but the wagons are full of food and water and tents and not tents, lean-tos. And that sort of thing. So no, unfortunately, you're gonna have to walk as well, unless
I
you
was
wanna-
walking before
Yeah.
just because I was trying to get in the habit of not. I didn't want to go in the shock.
right.
Of
And so he's like, "Well, here we go."
Off we go.
Yeah. Tenzin is dressed exactly as he was dressed before. And before you leave, he sits down, cross-legged, and he spends 8 minutes humming to himself. And then he stands up. He's still barefoot, and he says, what is it? He has every time you enter a mountain pass, he says the same thing, which is, does anybody speak Tibetan?
No.
Oh no, Chinese, Hindustani, English, Russian. Nope, no Tibetan.
No.
Got some Latin, if that helps.
Sadly, not a root. He like yells at the top of, so every time you kind of crest a pass, he yells at the top of his lungs something in Tibetan, like joyously.
At some point, I will ask what he's saying because I'm curious.
He is saying it loose. He smiles and he says it loosely translates to. It loosely translates to. We have made it. The demons have been chased away.
Oh, good.
It's a tradition among my people. Well, it was 1,000 years ago.
Well, and hard to say how much that's changed since then, but, you know, a little bit of extra reminder. It's good. It's good.
And so a month passes as you do this. This will be another red line and another development phase. However, this one's a little different because so you are in really rough situations. The weather is sub-zero. At night, it's even worse. The wind is just tearing through these passes. And so you can, if you know, this time you can do mountain survival as one of the skills that you might improve. Or if you give me a rationale for how you might be practicing a skill, you know, on this journey, you can and again, if it's a new skill, then man, this is where I need to make sure that I'm.
You need like little tabs or something.
So I would actually like to be learning English. If somebody
All right.
wants to help
You
me.
So-
do Russian and English. You're teaching me Russian, teach you English.
Yes.
Perfect. So
Yes.
so that means that you will have. Here we go. So if you're increasing a current skill, you over the course of the month, you're going to get 2 chances. If you make the POW roll, you get 2 chances to increase the skill by 2d4. So everybody, go ahead and make me a POW. Well, let's do this by the skill. So you're increasing your English. So make me a POW roll.
in the box.
9.
Wow. All right. So you're going to get a d4 plus 1 twice to your English.
Dang.
Does it not have a d4?
There's no D4 in this.
There's no brown d4.
Stupid box.
3.
All right. So you get 6 points to your English, and you're doing Russian.
Yes.
So make me a POW roll.
Guess what, everybody?
Are you over 50?
You can all understand me. I'm 51.
Yay!
And I can understand
I got
you.
15, so.
All right. So is Russian a new skill for you?
No, we did it last time.
So you're getting 2d4.
Yes.
If I learn parenting, will that make stop them from
That feels like a psychology thing.
I got a
people?
4 and a 3.
Nice. You got 7 points to your Russian.
Yes.
What skill are you?
I think I want to work on natural world, so I'm like talking to the Sherpa to learn a little bit more about around us. Not specifically survival stuff, but to learn more about the mountain ecology and the things that we're passing.
Yeah. So make me a POW roll. By the way, for this entire month, Tenzin never wears a jacket.
Jeez.
Yeah, I hate that guy.
21, hard success.
He will tell you at some point, since you'll probably ask,
Definitely.
that every morning he meditates for 8 minutes. He has a name.
7 minutes. 7 minutes and 50 seconds out of every one of those. I sneak around and shot goes off right behind him. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm sure that wouldn't faze him.
And so you get 2d4 to your natural world.
But finish that. He does a meditation.
He does a meditation that he says heats him from the inside. What is the name for it? I just read it today, darn it.
Calories.
I think it's called the Darbo, he calls it.
Does he eat anything or just peach?
Where is he getting those peaches from, by the way? Was that a fresh peach before?
It was a fresh peach.
This motherfucker.
Well, that's where we had all those pits, so he's just.
Yeah, but
the bird was bringing.
Well,
it.
that's right.
And he
oh,
eats the
he's
bird.
got to have another bird.
There's something
He's got to have another
something
bird.
about him.
The bird is just a red herring.
And then we put a check into that skill.
Yeah, and you also get a check on that
Yes.
skill.
Yes.
Oh.
Is there a skill I think that
I
would
still
help
have to do
prepare
mine.
me? Oh God, not library use. No, not that. But
Just trying to think
Fighting
of what
brawl.
other skill would.
no.
Drive auto.
Yeah, there you
I
go.
was thinking, maybe firearms. Are there any critters out here at all?
Is it like a snowy mountain? Because firearm would be great if there's snow.
No, that's one of the things they said.
Yeah, it is. So the pass,
The pass
is snowless.
Yeah.
You could certainly they will not be these guys won't care if you start
Are
shooting.
we doing 2?
So, no,
or just one?
you could have done one English and one something else. Sorry, I should have said that.
Oh, okay.
You could have done, but instead you did both D4s to English.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
I did not get
So
that.
what skill are you?
I didn't understand that
is
either.
there one that I
okay.
think
Got it.
would?
Oh, well.
Because I
So yeah,
want to think feng shui would help get me closer to this. Do you think Eugene would believe?
I think Eugene would feel that
Yeah.
feng shui is.
Well, then I'm gonna double down
Do it.
on feng shui. That is what is going to reunite me. All my hopes and dreams.
Clearly.
Can I push it? Or is this like
Oh, you can
inspiration?
100% push this.
No, I actually really want this. I don't want to fry my brain. Can I use? I'm gonna actually use inspiration. I'm actually
All right.
serious about
Yeah,
this.
go.
Well, is it a fumble?
No.
Oops, sorry.
Okay.
It's like an 80. And he's got a power of 65, so it shouldn't be. Oh, kind of point of luck.
Do it.
One.
Do it.
Why?
Nice.
No.
One. Just one.
Come on.
Just one more luck, sir. Wafer thin luck.
So, are we rolling all our
66.
other stuff too that we have
Nope,
checks?
not
Okay.
yet. No,
Okay.
I'm not doing that yet.
Okay, no problem.
So it's 2d4s plus 1, not
No, just 2d4.
just 2d4.
He got the +1 because he made a hard. Made a critical, I should say.
Oh, 4 points.
Nice.
Nice.
That alone is more than I've gained this entire.
Did you get 2 4s?
I got 2 4s.
That's amazing.
Nice.
Yeah, if I had not done both of them, I wouldn't be able to speak to you guys. So you know.
Well, you know.
Probably a good one. He is seemingly unaffected by the elements, and he does eat. He never eats meat, but he eats whatever else they have, and he's quite fond of the fermented yak's milk.
I'm sure he is.
But he will sometimes at night he'll tell stories about Tibet and the land that he came from, and he's very excited because he's never been to. He calls it Chakdara. I have never seen the. It was the kingdom of Gandhara was a great kingdom in my time, and I am excited to see it. And so you are making your way at certain points. You are more than a mile high. You are the altitude becomes the altitude becomes just oppressive. And hey, haha! I was looking at the meters. You're over 18,000 feet altitude. So that wind just goes right into your lungs, and it's just it's there are days where you're just trudging along.
We're talking like this all the time.
But there are you are not troubled by bandits, which is wonderful. But that makes you're about a week out of Le, and everybody make me a spot hidden roll.
I'm not gonna do it.
Ooh, 98.
Oh. 72
No.
is exact.
Did anyone make
You
it?
made it exact?
Exact.
Oh.
That's. I might inspire myself.
right.
If just
Yeah,
in
go
case
for it.
we can get better.
I think this is one of the ones we don't want to make. I've got a feeling.
Do I spend the luck?
How is your spot
You're just
hidden?
gonna see that flying
No.
ship again. Why do you
No, I was trying to get a hard success. I'll just get a regular success.
All right. So you two see you are traveling along a mountain pass where on one side is rock wall, on the other side is the abyss, and you are trying not to look over as much as possible. But you both notice up ahead on the side that leads to the abyss, there's blood. Fairly fresh blood. You,
Gwendolyn.
Gwendolyn, sorry. For our podcast listeners, Gwendolyn, you are, as you're walking and looking around, you look back at Tenzin at a certain point. And he looks at you and he smiles, and for just a second, his face is like painted ash white. And then it's gone.
His face is gone?
Dun, dun, dun. His face is painted ash white with like 3 red lines down the middle. And then it's gone.
No, that's a hand slapped
okay.
across their.
Looks like meat's back on the menu.
Never mind. My eyes go real wide as I just look at him, and then just like, as it goes back to normal, just like, okay, totally seeing things, not sure what that's all about.
Hold everyone, there is something up ahead.
All right, the guy.
Kind of-
So your Sherpa has been going first, and he apparently saw it and didn't care.
But we see it.
So when you say hold, he like stops everybody.
There is blood up ahead on the left.
Blood.
Yes. Fresh looking blood.
Well,
I'm gonna.
but it's down along the.
Yeah.
Well, it's not like we can do anything.
I'm gonna pull a pistol and go look over the edge or look. For
All right. Make me a.
Do we want to tie a rope around
gonna call it
his
a
waist
con
and
roll.
hold on to it?
All right.
Can we tie a rope around his waist
So,
and hang on to it?
I'm not holding on to that rope.
Do you want? Yeah.
He's crazy. He'll take you with him.
I'll tie it off to a yak.
There you
we
go.
lose our yak.
Don't
He's not
scare
that
the yak.
heavy.
Well, he's gonna shoot the yak.
Don't scare the yak.
It's not like Don't Fear the Reaper.
That's a fail.
All right. So you just look off into the void, and like you have a little bit of vertigo. That's just like whoa. But you see down about 50 feet, there's a ravine, and in that ravine is the body of a man. Looks like an Indian man.
But there's blood up here.
Yes.
I'm gonna look around. Where does it look like he was struck here and just kind of fell, or I'm just.
I mean,
Roll forensics.
What's a blood splatter pattern?
Yeah.
make me a medicine roll, since you've been making so many of those.
Ot 8.
Woo! All right, yeah. You all of a sudden you're recreating the death scene. It kind of it looks like this guy he was running because you don't see any signs of dead animals around, and stepped a little too close to the edge and like started to fall over and just scraped all along the side, and with an odd 8, which I'm assuming is a critical success.
Yes.
He's breathing.
Oh.
Jesus.
But this blood is like 3 days old. But in the cold,
And he's how far down is it?
about 50 feet.
He is alive.
Oh God.
More rope.
Yeah, the guy will bring you rope.
And I'll go down. I've got climb.
All right.
So I'm gonna climb down with I'm gonna grab my medicine bag.
All right. So you have
Strap that
rope.
on.
So you have a bonus die to this climb roll.
Okay.
What would go well
Thank
with
you.
Brown?
That's a very cool call.
Non-binary. Or...
25 is
perfect.
a regular.
All right. So yeah,
success.
you climb down, and there is a there's definitely a man, an Indian man, barely conscious. He is in desperate need of medical attention.
Okay. I'm gonna first a little bit of water. I'm gonna use medicine.
Yeah, okay, so make a medicine roll. Well, actually, right now, make a first aid roll.
Okay.
Let's stabilize.
Perhaps a slide.
No.
I gotta stick your thumb in this.
This is a regular bit. Thank you. That was a 92. Oh, 37. That is a regular success.
All right, so with water and that sort of thing, you have you feel like you've got him to the point where you could, kind of get him up. You'll probably just firemen's carry him. You notice he is dressed he's wearing cold weather gear, but he is clutching a leather satchel that is strapped around his shoulder, and he's just holding it, and he won't let go of it, even like semi-conscious.
Okay. I think just starting to tie rope around him and I and trying.
He does not resist. He probably can't resist. And so yeah, you are able to pull him up, and.
We can assist by
Well, the yak
on
and the yak. We
ropes.
can get the yak.
Yeah. And as you are pulling him up, like his head is kind of right here, and he gasps at one point, and he says, "Mr. Strudwick of the Indian Civil Service, Srinagar, I have to go there."
Is that on our way?
Srinagar
where we're going,
Srinagar is on your way. If you go one direction from Leh, you could go down from so here's Leh right here. Srinagar is if you go to the right. You could also come down and go into India sooner to get on the rail. This means you'll be in the mountains a little longer to get to Srinagar. Here.
Well, that's what.
But it's definitely faster, to go this way. Although it's going to be rough for him. So you spend a little more time. Now is the medicine roll.
Okay.
As you're trying to get him somewhat comfortable and.
Hard success.
All right. So you essentially lay him on one of the wagons and just lay all of the blankets and stuff that you can find on him, and you're now walking along with this thing and trying to get him water, and every time you stop you try and get some food in him, and you've dressed his wounds, and he just clutches this thing, and after about 3 days he is healthy enough, he's strong enough that he'll sit up at one of your breaks, and he'll tell you that his name is Harit, and he is a runner for the civil service, the Indian government, and that he works for the ICS in Srinagar, and he was taking important papers back to Srinagar. His leg is broken. Among many other problems that he has, he's not running anywhere anytime soon.
I think that I could probably set it and at least do
you made the medicine roll, so he is, you have made, over the course of the next couple days, like I said, he gains some strength. He still is very weak.
Yeah.
But
he won't walk on it, but
That's right,
it's not going to heal crooked and stuff.
and he's not in any danger of dying. He's now strong enough that he can survive this journey, So you make it to Le. After...
I do want Dmitri Popovich.
Thank you. Yeah, he is. He's so thankful of everything that you did.
Is how often do you run?
It's my job. That's what I do. I run between. I know these passes, and so I am the usual runner from Srinagar to Khotan. Because there's no rail lines.
And what type of is it mostly documents, or is it sometimes medicine or goods, or what is usually?
It is always documents in our case. And you can make a psychology roll when he says that.
Can I? I can.
Oh yeah, he is not telling you, like when he says that, he's leaving out, like.
Yeah, but civil service, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean.
He's probably a spy.
Cool.
Okay.
You don't know if he's a spy for the English or, who knows what, but the way that he is sort of guarding what he's holding and sort of how he's not answering questions, he's probably, at the very least, he's a spook. So we are going to get ready to take a break, and I think we have a giveaway. So #chaos for these fabulous dice.
Set of 6 dice.
We might even find the D4.
Somewhere.
Who knows? So we will be giving away those lovely brown dice that have started rolling better.
Yeah.
As they warmed up, they started to, once the caramel gets nice and gooey.
There you go.
Like that. We will be back as soon as 5 people can use one bathroom, and we'll see you soon.